Consistency. The quality of always behaving or performing in a similar way. When I first heard of consistency, I was like, man, do the same things over and over again, and then I'll get to my goals. I'll achieve what I want. Wow, it sounds so simple, right? But I mean, in practice, not that simple. But regardless of it being simple or not, if you want to become consistent, you have to put your emotions, your ideas to the side. You know what I mean? So, and what I mean by ideas is not ideas, but certain ways of thinking you already have. You have to brush them off to the side because, like, I'll tell you, when I was trying to be consistent, I was in school. I was trying to land a tech internship for as a software engineer. So every day I would try to get up, leak code, and leak code is a programming problem site. So it helps you develop your problem solving skills. So I would do that. I'd wake up, get on leak code, do a problem a day, maybe two, three, four, or five, and then go to class, study, da 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 da, and next day try to repeat. And ways of thinking, how it comes into this is because, let's say, I had waken up late. Let's say I had class at 10, and I woke up at 8. So I would be like, I don't have 2 hours to dedicate to lead code, so I might as well just not do it at all. And that's one of the problems I struggled with, and I still struggle to this day, is just reframing your mindset that you don't have time, that the situation to work in is not perfect, right? It's never going to be perfect. You should never try to chase perfection. And that's what consistency is all about. Showing up even when the the perfect conditions are not met. So that's one way to become more consistent, right? You have to get rid of your old ways of thinking and just focus on the actual activities that you need to do day in and day out, regardless if you have enough time, if you have less time, if you have more time, doesn't matter, right? And another one is emotions, right? A lot of us, we use our emotions to dictate what we're going to do in a single day. But putting so much importance on the way you feel is almost useless in a way, right? Because you're never going to feel 100% happy, good, motivated, strong, right? It's just impossible. Emotions come and go, they're fleeting, right? One day you'll feel happy, the next sad, the next mad. Doesn't matter. And this is why emotions is very, very damaging to consistency because consistency is doing the same thing over and over again on a daily basis, right? And if you let your emotions dictate the way you do stuff, then it's just gonna break the cycle of consistency for you. So you gotta put your emotions aside and just do. And that's what I want to do. I want to become a doer. I don't, you know, I still am. I'm working on it, but I was a big talker. I was a big sayer. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. And when this happens, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. Right? I'm gonna do all this stuff in my head. I'm thinking, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. But when the time came to actually do these stuff, I never did them. And I think it comes down to putting so much energy and so much thought into these thoughts that you have in your brain that you're gonna do them, that when it actually comes time to do them, you don't do them. All that energy was wasted on thinking about how you were gonna do them. So I try to speak less, do more, right? Because it's the same habit I've seen with people, right? They say, "Oh, I'm gonna do this," like they have to study for a test. And they're like, "Well, it's on Friday. Today's Wednesday. I'll study it for it tomorrow." Tomorrow comes, they don't study for it. And I think it's just the fact of not saying and just doing. And I think that's something I gotta work on. And I'm working on it because I really am just trying to be something great. You know, I don't I don't want to live an average life where it's like go to school, get a job, get a wife, buy a house. Then I don't know. There you go, have family and retire. That to me just sounds boring. I see these people on social media. They have millions of dollars to spend on cars, millions of dollars to buy houses, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, how do they have that? I want that. I don't want this mediocre, average stuff. I want more, and to get what they want, well, I can't live an average life, right? And the average person is probably not consistent. Let's be honest, they're not. So, if you can implement consistency into your routine, into whatever you want to do, you can implement consistency on a long enough period of time, you will grow and you will learn and you'll become better at that single thing, right? It doesn't mean that you're necessarily gonna do this one thing and that's gonna make you rich, right? No, you gotta learn a lot of things, a lot of skills. But it is a guarantee that if you're not consistent in what you want to do, you'll never be really great at it or as good as you want to be in order for you to reach your desired outcomes or goals. So that's really all I'm trying to do is I'm really trying to be consistency. I heard a quote and it said, I didn't hear a quote, it's just the same. Okay, I heard a quote. I was watching Alex Hormozy and this really, really successful business owner, motivational speaker, whatever. He said, in order to become exceptional, you have to be consistent first. Consistency comes before exceptional. So I'm gonna put that to the test. I'm gonna I'm gonna try. No, no, no. See, this is the thing. Like a sayer. Like I don't wanna. I'm going to upload a YouTube video every single week for the next year and see how that goes. I'm just gonna try to be consistent on that simple thing, right? And see how much I can learn, see how much I can grow, and yeah, let's see what I can accomplish on being consistent, right? And of course, it's not just being consistent; it's a lot more other stuff. But being consistent is one of the primary factors in determining if you'll be successful in whatever you want to do. So first off, you need to be consistent, right? And then we can start learning and growing off of my previous attempts, ideas, work, whatever. So yeah, it really is. I'm just trying to see what I can do. You know what I mean? I'd rather I'd rather do as much as I can and not reach my goal than do nothing at all and never know if I had the possibility to reach my goal. So that's all I really am trying to figure out is just trying to see how far I can go if I actually stay consistent. I work hard and I put in the time, I put in the work, I put in the effort. And that's all I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to figure out what I could really do. And yeah, man, if you're struggling with consistency, I would take those two pieces of advice I gave. It's just say less, do more, and then reframe your old ways of thinking. Right? If it's like 12:30 and you need an hour to work on something, and you only have until 1 to do it, instead of saying, "Oh man, I don't have an hour to work on it. I have to be gone by 1." Dedicate those 30 minutes, right? To that thing you wanted to do. It's not about the time, it's about the doing. The doing creates routines and habits, and this is like repetition, right? Repetition for your brain, it almost puts systems in place so that you learn how to be consistent, right? It's right, I'm not really well educated too much on this consistency, right? There's not a lot to be educated on, but it's just my my experience, my trying, my failing is what I can give. So that's what I give, man. This is be consistent and uh, over a long enough period, I think you will learn so much and grow so much that you will get closer. Maybe not achieve your goals, but you'll be a step ahead. Maybe two, maybe three. You know, it all depends on the person. And yes, man. Say less and do more. That's what I need to do. That's what I would encourage everyone to do. Say less, do more. Let's go, man.